Hey guys, it's For Amazing Adventures, and today I'm going to talk about my time in Portugal and Spain. But before we continue, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on all notifications so you won't miss out on any of my posts. Also, make sure to share any of my broadcasts as well. Just like in 2019, when I visited England, Netherlands, Belgium, Italy, and the Vatican, I also during that time visited Portugal and Spain. Portugal was one of the most brief visited countries I've been to in 2019. But even though it was brief, there was a lot of things that I saw in that short time. In Portugal, there was a city known as Lisbon, in which, while I was there, I saw a lot of things such as outdoor shops, restaurants, unique houses, parks, small churches, and even very large and historical churches. In this particular church, known as the Geronimos Monastery, houses actual tombs of important figureheads during Portugal's history. Also, its interior has an amazing example of architectural design. After I left the church, I came across a site called the Padre dos Documentos and the Bellum Tower.
Ya te dije que no.
All right.
Until south of Morocco. And there's twice to go.
Go to the Panama Canal. Yeah. The first guy who circumnavigated together was Ferdinand of Magellan.
After I left Portugal, I came into the boundaries of Spain. Now, the last time I've been to Spain was in 2006, in which Rota and Seville were the cities I got to visit at that time. This time in 2019, when I returned back to Spain, I visited the city of Cadiz. I spent several hours in the city of Cadiz, briefly checking its sights out. The parks was one of the things that caught my attention. So, before I headed off to the next city in Spain, which would be Malaga, I decided to walk and explore these parks. After my stroll throughout the parks, I headed close to the beach of Cadiz and to observe the Mediterranean scenery. Here, just like Lisbon, Portugal, there were a lot of people out and about and people boating out in the sea. I continued to explore and ventured back in the city neighborhood, away from the beach. As I did, I noticed a lot more churches and cathedrals. These churches were open for tourism, which a lot of them were historical landmarks and great in design. I spent the rest of my time in Cadiz checking out these historical cathedrals and churches. After my visit to Cadiz, I visited the next city of Spain, Malaga. By the way, the birds you hear in the trees are parrots flying wild and free. And I came across this guy. My time in Malaga was a lot longer than it was in Cadiz. Just like Cadiz, there was a lot of Spanish churches, restaurants, shops, and parks. I didn't spend any time at these parks like I did in Cadiz, but I got to sample several unique ice cream and desserts at the restaurants that I stopped at. Here, I spent more time at this particular site nested on this mountain called Alcazaba Fort. This fortress was built from the 10th century to the 15th century. Before this fortress was ever built, the land and area was occupied by ancient civilizations known as the Phoenicians, and later occupied by the ancient Romans. My last Spanish city I stopped at was Barcelona. Got to Barcelona late, but I decided to take a stroll at night through its city limits. This hotel here that I saw at Barcelona, pictured at night and daytime as well, is a spin-off in its design from another grand hotel located in United Arab Emirates, or Dubai, known as Burj Al Arab, which is shaped as a sailboat. Barcelona was the most brief Spanish city I visited, and the main attraction that I saw and spent most of the time at was a unique church called Sagrada Familia. Starting construction in 1882, still being worked on even to this day, and by its planned completion in 2026, Sagrada Familia would have taken 10 times longer than the Great Pyramids of Giza, 123 years more than the Taj Mahal, and 50 years longer than the Great Wall of China. Sagrada Familia may look like a giant sandcastle on the outside, but it's still an amazing and unusual landmark. It has on the outside many pictures and biblical scenes carved out and built in its walls, as well as on its doors. And its interior is breathtaking. Okay guys, that ends the session of the Portugal and Spain documentary. If you like what you saw and are a fan of adventure, please punch the subscribe button and share this video as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again in another video.